Hi friends, welcome. Previous two parts we have seen how to integrate a ttkbootstrap check button with SQLite database. So we have read the data and we have also updated data in our database. Now we'll see how we can switch over to MySQL database by creating the table and integrating the our MySQL database table with our check buttons. But before we move, my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are tutorial, and we are frequently adding that also. Let's learn the script. To copy the source codes and to get the SQL dump to create the tables, visit this URL. This is there in the description. There are 4 parts of it. Part 1 about basics of it, how to use a dictionary to get the data source, then SQLite as data source, and the third part also we have add check all on check all, and in the fourth part there is a MySQL integration in place of SQLite. You can just directly go there. Here you can see you have the both the parts. The original source code with SQLite database is here, then the changes are explained below that. Before that you can just copy this SQL dump. So this is to create the table with some sample data. I am inside my PHP MyAdmin. This is a popular tools for managing MySQL database. So if you are in any host with MySQL database support, then you must be having the PHP MyAdmin. The other tool is also MySQL Workbench that comes with the when you download MySQL database, it comes with that. That is a desktop application. You can easily manage your MySQL. It's a similar to this also. So here I am inside a database my tutorial. So here in the SQL window I will go because I will paste the SQL dump what I have copied now to create my database. Here you can see there are two parts of it. First part is create the table students with ID, name and status, and then I am inserting 5 rows of data. So with the name and the status. So let's just run this and see. So yeah, both are successfully executed. Now let's just see the table and browse it and see the data. Here is my student table. I am just browsing it. So here you can see in my student table 5 rows of data is there. So name, then the status. Before that left side is the ID. The status is true. What my checkbox will be taking is 1 for true and 0 for false. From our blog post, we will copy the entire code. This is the for database integration. By default, now it is integrated with the, it is connected to SQLite database. Here I have used the same code. So now what I have to do is here the database path for my SQLite. This I will change it once. So let us just first run it with SQLite, then we'll switch over. I am in my, I'm just changing the path. In your case also this should change. So based on your path you will be where you have set up the database, then based on that you have to change this. Now I am connecting to SQLite database with this path. In your case you can change this. Let's just run it and see. So that will, it will open up the, yeah, here is the check buttons and I can uncheck, check anything, and it updates the database at the background. All I can check all the buttons or I can uncheck all the buttons. So this is also updates the database, and this we have discussed already. We are back to our blog post. Here you just scroll down. Here the dump we have anyway we have used. Here is the change required. In fact, this is the only line what we should add it to our script to change over. So this is, let's just copy this because the top line, the database URL for SQLite is already there and below we need not change. So these two lines I have just copied it from here. Now I am going back here. Then what I am doing is above that I will, okay, sorry, here I will paste it. Now you just see I am pasted this one and I am commenting the SQLite database, this particular line number 8, and line number 10 is my now connected to my MySQL database. So you can see here the driver is MySQL DB or PyMyDB, whatever, based on what you have installed, the which one you have installed, that based on that you can change it also. That is there in the blog, it is mentioned what are the other thing. So here the username, I am using my username because you know MySQL database requires the login details. So I have used in my local system. So I used a week 1, week password and ID. Now my database name here to So this database name I have added, user ID and password, and it is localhost. Most of the cases it will be localhost, even if you are in a web hosting, or if you are using some cloud services, then the IP address may come here. So that's all. These two, line number 8 I have commented and line number 10 is in line. So now it is connected to MySQL database. So just by toggling between line number 8 and 10, I can switch over to SQLite or MySQL database. I'm just saving this and let's just run it and see whether how the data is coming from our database. So yeah, now this data is, you must have seen this, all this alternately they were true and false. So this data is coming from our MySQL database. To know it further, what we are going to do is, let's come to database again, keep our window here. You can match it 1010. So all the 1 cases, this is true, a checkbox is checked, and in the 0 cases it is unchecked. Now let me update this one. So Bob, I make it paid. So now this top 3. Now I will refresh this particular one. Let's just see, this also should reflect the same one. You can see now Bob is 1. And let's just check all, uncheck all. And now all I have checked. So now let's again refresh this one. So you can see all are 1. Similarly, let's just uncheck it. So now again I am refreshing. You can see all are unchecked. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and if you have any other ideas, suggestions, questions, any doubts, use the comment section below to post it. And my request is, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you will be notified as and when we are tutorial, and we are frequently adding that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.